Today, I'm going to give you 4 Baccarat Rouge clones or alternative or anything in between. And these 4 fragrances are very inexpensive. You're not going to want to miss this. Baccarat Rouge is one of those fragrances that's very polarizing. It's very likable. Everywhere you turn, you smell somebody wearing Baccarat Rouge. But the thing about it is very expensive, but there are plenty of alternatives out there and you don't have to go chasing one or the other. In this video, I will give you everything that's similar, and I also will give you everything that's different about each one. Now, this first fragrance up is a cheapie. To me, it's probably the sexiest of the ones in this list, but some people might find the oud that's in here a little bit aromatic, but it's balanced off with enough sweet notes that turn it from overly skanky or overly sweet to just a very sexy fragrance. Now, the first time I wore this, I was leaving church and this lady said I smelled like a boyfriend. And that fragrance is from Afnan Massara with Love. At the top of this, you're gonna pick up saffron, caramel, and a little touch of jasmine. Then it transitions to the heart where you pick up on oud. Now, the oud in this is very skanky with the caramel at the top. To me, that makes it very sexy. Now, some people might be turned off by this note. You will get compliments on it. You might be intimidated by that note alone. Through the air, people love this on you. Then in the base, that's when you get some of that musk. Now, this is woody, it's smoky, it's sweet, and it's also earthy. You're gonna get great performance on it. It smells like it costs the most. A very nice fragrance, compliment getting fragrance. Imagine replacing that Band-Aid note with caramel, and that's what you have. Coming up next, this is probably the most playful of the list, and it smells so good. Matter of fact, this is my scent of the day. Probably the most mass appealing, and that is coming from the House of Versace, from the Quasi-Mott line, Barrique. In the top, you get a blast of that green apple. Then it transitions to the heart where you pick up on saffron and a small touch of jasmine. And then the base, you left with musk and cedar. Just imagine Baccarat Rouge, green apple, adding powderness in the base and making it a little lighter. And it's one I really enjoy. That's Barrique from the Quasi-Mott line, Versace. Coming up next, this is more of a clone of the Baccarat Rouge extract, but reading up on some reviews lately, I think it's watered down, but my version is not watered down. This is probably a 1-to-1 clone to the extract, and that is coming from the House of Haramain Amber Oud Rouge. Now you greet it with saffron, and this one has more jasmine in it. In the heart, that's when you get some cedar wood, and then you left in the base with musk. Now to me, this is probably the least versatile, but it's probably closer to Baccarat Rouge than either one of these. This is sweet, spicy, woody, and it's very dry. One I think you would enjoy, and that's Haramain Amber Oud Rouge. Now at the end, before I reveal this last one, I'm gonna tell you which one I prefer, and I'm gonna tell you the occasion that they all specialize in. Last but not least, I think this is more of a romantic, dressed up version of all of them, and this is probably the best performing. Now you spray this on your skin, you're talking 24 hours at least. I remember spraying this on my clothes, and that scent stayed on my shirt for at least 3 days. You can walk in my closet and actually smell the scent at least 4 or 5 feet away. And that fragrance is Instant Crush from Massara. Now when you first spray this, you're gonna get saffron, but what sets this apart is that ginger up top. Makes it very spicy, almost romantic. The amber, you pick up more in this than the rest of them, followed by jasmine. Then in the base, you're left with vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. Very sexy fragrance, performance, I'm telling you, at least 24 hours, 6 feet, and that is Massara Instant Crush. Just to recap, $35 for this, $50 for this. This was $160 at retail, but you can get it for around $100 mark or less. And Haramain was around the $70 mark. So the one that I prefer, I think is a place for each one in your collection. Be honest with you, I really don't have a favorite. If you're talking about most versatile, I'm going with Barrique. If you're talking about the most challenging, but at the same time the most sexy, I'm going with Massara with Love. If you're talking about being very close to the original extract, then definitely I'm going with Haramain Rouge. But if you're talking about beast mode performance that everybody around you gonna love, I'm going with Instant Crush. Those are my honest opinion. They all bring something to the table at a cost that won't hurt your pockets. Alright guys, watch this video. Thanks for stopping by and watching me, and I will see you soon. Peace.